Hi friends, it's Sarah and I am sharing with you guys my October favorites. This month and this entire year has flown by. I have lots of fun things to share with you guys, some young living things, some beauty, some miscellaneous stuff. So let's just go ahead and dig in. So the first thing I would like to share with you guys, of course, is my Young Living favorites. You know I always have them every month. So I have a blend and 2 single oils to share this month, and they're not really new to me. They're kind of oldies but goodies and have just come back into my life at the perfect time. The first one is a very old and well-loved bottle. I loved the Release blend this month. This was probably one of the first blends I ordered when I was new to Young Living. I bet I ordered this one probably the first couple months that I was a member, but I actually hadn't used this in general for quite a while. This is a very powerful emotional support oil, and there's so many good oils in here. I think instead of reading them off to you, I'm just gonna put them down there at the bottom of the screen for you to check out. But this scent smells very floral to me. It's very sweet. And I think that's why I gravitated to it almost immediately, because I tend to love the sweet floral scents. The way that I used this month was very interesting, and I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner, but I was in a production of a musical called The Light in the Piazza, which is a beautiful show. It's very emotionally, not draining, but it's just a very deep show in terms of the themes. It's about love, and so there's a lot of beautiful emotion to the show. And I played one of the main characters' mothers, and I was an Italian mother, and so all of my scenes were in Italian. And we had these really interesting and kind of complex scenes with family dynamics in them. So I started applying the Release blend before I would go on stage. So especially if it was a pretty dramatic scene, I don't know, it just really helped me access those emotions in my acting portrayal. So I never thought I would say that that was how I used the oil, but when I thought about it, I'm like, that's perfect, because as actors, we want to release those emotions and give authentic and true performances. And so this one was really helpful on stage. So I know if you're not an actor, you're probably not going to use it that way, but that's how I really gravitated to it. And then I also used it because it was recommended to me as a really supportive and helpful oil to me from my chiropractor who does muscle testing. I found that this one was very supportive when I rubbed it along my neck, and sometimes I even put it on my shoulders. It's just very comforting for me, and I loved it. So I just reached for this one nonstop all October, so I had to share this one with you guys. And this one's also really helpful as an essential oil to diffuse when you're going to sleep. So that was my first oil. My second oil is one that I have not really gravitated to, like I said, for gosh, probably almost a year. But this was also one of the first oils that I ordered almost 2 years ago now. I used cedarwood this month, and I used it a lot. And I use this one very specifically for sleep support. So I'm not usually crazy about the scent. It's okay, it's growing on me, but it's strong, and so I usually prefer cedarwood in blends. And this is a wonderful oil to diffuse when you're going to sleep. And so in the past, when Peace and Calming or Peace and Calming 2 had gone out of stock, I had this to diffuse with lavender. Well, I never really noticed that it was extremely helpful for me. I didn't really gravitate to it right away. Well, I had it, like I said, on my shelf for months and months and months. And for some reason, the regular oils that I use for sleep support just weren't really cutting it for me this month. So on a whim, I put at least 4, maybe 5 drops of cedarwood in my diffuser before I went to bed. Guys, it was incredible. I had the most restful, deep, thick sleep. I dreamed a lot, and for me, when I dream, it usually means I'm sleeping really well. And the first time it happened, I thought it was a complete fluke. I thought, you know, I've heard that cedarwood is so good for sleep support, and I've heard people having that good experience with it, but I had not had it. So I did it again, and I kept consistently using it. And every single time this month that I use this oil for sleep support, it was so, so helpful. I just got really restful, deep sleep. I'm gonna chalk it up to some awesome support from cedarwood. This oil is so helpful. It's good for a million other things too. This is a great one to research and learn about. It's good for your hair. It's good for your skin. It's one of the oils in the Oils of Scripture kit. I mean, this one's amazing. And it's also very affordable. A 15 milliliter bottle is, I think, $11.25 wholesale. So I swore by cedarwood this month. It finally became an oil that I loved for sleep support, and it's one I'm definitely gonna keep using. So that was one of my favorite single oils. And then my honorary favorite single oil, it's one I use all the time, but I wanted to share it with you because it's a new version that I got. I picked up the Copaiba Vitality line this month. Copaiba is one of my favorite oils. This is also in your premium starter kit, but because I got my premium starter kit a while back, I did not have a Copaiba Vitality. And I put 1 to 2 drops of this in my Ningxia Red almost every single morning. This is one that I very rarely go without in my Ningxia Red. And I'm loving this little cute 5 ml Vitality bottle. It's gonna be great for traveling. So those were my 3 favorite essential oils this month. And then my other Young Living product that I adored and got me through a lot this month were the Thieves Cough Drops. I did not love the taste of these when I first got them, but they have really grown on me, and now I think I like them just as much as the Thieves lozenges. And when you need them for that cough or that sore throat discomfort, I like them even better. They're really, really great. The menthol in them is fantastic. I like them because they're strong and they're really helpful when you need them, but they're not too strong because I was never able to have any of those Hall's cough drops or anything like that back in the day because those were just too overwhelming and strong for me. But these were just the right amount of strength, and I love the peppermint in them. They're so good. So I swore by these. These were my best friend when I was doing a show this month, rehearsing a show this month, and I have another bag coming in the mail, and I'm gonna take them with me on our travels. So these are awesome. My next favorite is a fall favorite, and I wanted to share it with you in case your local Trader Joe's still has this available. I am loving the pumpkin body butter. Oh my word, guys. It smells heavenly, and a lot of times I do not gravitate to the typical fall scents in products because they're usually too heavy or they just smell too chemically, and you know, I don't love them. But this is perfect because it's made with so many wonderful natural ingredients in it. It goes on just right. It's not too light and it's not too heavy. It rubs in really nicely. I love treating myself to this and putting this on my legs and my feet and arms after I get out of the shower or before I go to bed. It has just the right amount of scent, and as you can see, this is a huge container. I bought one of these 2 years ago and it lasted me like 2 years, which is kind of crazy. It's got wonderful ingredients, it's paraben free, it's vegan, and this whole thing was $4.99. They normally have coconut body butter at Trader Joe's as their like regular unseasonal scent of this, but I just prefer pumpkin. Even though I love coconut, my husband doesn't love the smell of coconut, so I love this pumpkin body butter. So treat yourself to it. It's great as a gift as well, and it lasts a really long time, and there's really good ingredients in there. So had to share this with you guys because if you live near Trader Joe's, you should go check it out and get it before their fall products are gone. I've got a handful of beauty favorites this month, and I didn't plan it. I just kept finding really great beauty products, and so I was like, I have to share this with them. I was trying to find something for my stage makeup, and I made a very quick impulsive stop to Ulta one day, and the sales associate there sold me some concealer, and I thought, okay, I'm probably not gonna love this. You know, she talked me into this, but man, was she right. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Blush on Glow BB Highlighter Concealer. That's a mouthful, I know. But it's in this really beautiful packaging, and I think the key for me is it's one of these brushes that you just kind of brush underneath your eyes as opposed to the really large doe foot applicator, and then you twist the bottom for the product to come out. Let's see what shade I am in. Light medium, cool tone. This is fabulous. I'm wearing it right now and I really like it. It doesn't crease, it goes on really nice and light, it blends really well. I'm finding that I need a concealer, but when I try to put too much concealer on, my skin just does not look amazing. Let me just say that. If you're looking for a good concealer and you have fair skin like me, you should check it out. I know they have a whole range of colors. I have oily to combination skin and sensitive skin. So if any of those things apply to your skin, you might try this because I really like how it wears. It's not too heavy. It hasn't broken my skin out. I love it. Okay, this was an honorary favorite that I just threw in here because I've loved it. I have heard good things about the e.l.f. makeup brushes. You can get them at Target. They're really inexpensive. This is a e.l.f. blending brush. It was $3, guys. 3 smackaroos, which if you're looking for really nice professional grade type makeup brushes, that is not a normal price. I love it because when you put on your eyeshadow and you just want to blend it out so it doesn't have like a harsh line, that's what this guy is for. I bought this for my makeup for Light in the Piazza, used it so much, I can tell it's just gonna be an indispensable part of my everyday makeup kit, and for $3 you can't beat it. Their whole line of brushes I've heard is wonderful and they're all really well priced and affordable, but the blending brush in particular was a favorite for me this month. And then I have 2 lip products to share. You guys know I love lip products. I'm wearing this first one right now over a liquid lipstick. You know, liquid lipsticks can be a little bit drying. So I found this gorgeous lip gloss at my local Sprouts. It is a natural line. The line is called Gabrielle, which I'd never heard of before. And it is their lip gloss, and the shade is in Nectar. And this color, guys, is so beautiful. And I find that this color goes beautifully over almost any shade. And it just kind of adds a little bit of a gloss and a sheen, but not too much. I feel like if I put too much glossy lipstick on, it makes my teeth look yellow. And this has just the right amount of gloss over it. And I like wearing this by itself as well. Let me swatch this one on my hand so you can see the color. It's very light, kind of opalescent shiny color there, so you can see that's pretty true to shade. It's just gorgeous. And the reason I got this color was the color I loved from Melissa Pepping, that was a gloss that I talked about in one of my previous videos, has been discontinued. So I was looking for a gloss to replace that one. So that's really the only reason I went looking for this. Very nice and light, really great ingredient profile, and goes over everything. It's perfect for fall, but I think I'll be able to wear it year round. So love this one. I got this really awesome lip balm from a friend of mine. She actually bought it for me as a gift, and it smells heavenly. It's just a little interestingly shaped tube, and she ordered it online, and I think the company is based in Branson, and it is a homemade lip balm. And the company is whiteriverbathandbody.com. I'll put the website down below. And this color is in plumberry, and it smells like the tropics or the beach. It's incredible. And I love this one because it doesn't have a lot of pigment to it, but it has a lot more pigment than I would have expected a lip balm to have to it. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my hand and see if you can see it. It's very light, but how nice is that? That there's actually that much color to a lip balm, which usually doesn't have any color. And the ingredients in it are amazing. I'm gonna read them to you on the label here. All it has in it is shea butter, mango butter, cocoa butter, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, apricot kernel oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil, beeswax, flavoring, and mica. That's kind of amazing how good the ingredient profile is. So I love supporting independent businesses, so I have the link down below to find this online. I love it. I will probably reorder it online when I'm finished with it. I was so grateful to my friend who gave it to me as a gift. Moisturizing lip color in Plum Berry. Love that. My next favorite is a item I picked up at Target. Very unexpected favorite, but man, have I loved it this month. I needed a pair of sunglasses to wear in the production of Light in the Piazza that I performed in this month. I had a headscarf around me. Basically, I needed a pair of sunglasses that looked like they could pass for like a 1950s period. But again, my little moment was so quick that it didn't need to be something that really looked vintage. It just had to pass for it. So I was at Target one day, and on a whim, I picked up some glasses, and I thought, you know, those are so cute, and they're 10 bucks. We'll see if they work. And they worked out perfectly. In fact, I loved putting them on at the beginning of the show every day. I'll insert a picture here so you can see a picture of me in costume with these on. They were $10. Guys, I love them. I have worn them pretty much every day this month. They're dark, they fit my head really well. I never thought I could pull off this size of glasses, but I've gotten a lot of compliments on them, and they were 10 bucks. I don't know if that I can even find a brand on here anywhere, so I'll look online and see if I can find them, and if I can, I'll put the link down below. But if I don't have it down there, just go to your local Target, check their stock, because they had a lot of them in this style and a very similar style to this, and then they had this style with like a brown tortoise shell color. I just wanted the black because I was trying to look kind of classic 1950s vintage. And it was just a completely unexpected favorite. I've been wearing them all the time, and I love them so much I might even go grab another pair in case these break, because they were very affordable. So check your local Target if you like them. They are so cute and fun, and always love me a good deal at Target. My last favorite is an experience that I had this month. I saw the Phantom of the Opera tour. It was so wonderful. The show has a special place in my heart. It was the first show I heard as a child where I went, oh, I want to do that. That's beautiful. I loved the show. I fell in love with it. I read the novel by Gaston Leroux. I just fell in love with the show, and I have been captivated by the show since I was a very young child. I also interviewed the gentleman who has gone into the role of the Phantom this year. I interviewed him this month for BroadwayWorld.com, and I'll put the link down below to that article if you want to check it out. I got to meet him, and he was just extraordinary. His performance was fantastic. I've seen a lot of productions of the Phantom, and I've seen a handful of people play the Phantom, and so I wasn't sure what I was going to think, and he really was incredible. I was sobbing at the end, and I don't normally, it was funny, we were sitting right next to the soundboard, and I think they had some people that were working on the show sitting there, and the lights came up, and I was just bawling and bawling, and they were kind of smiling at me because they were like, okay, she really loved this show. It's the same show that you know and love if you've seen Phantom of the Opera on Broadway or on tour before, but the aesthetics are different. They have a new set and new costumes in this touring production. It's the North American tour. It's heading all over the country, so check the website. I'll put the Phantom on Tour website down below so that if you love musical theater and want to check out this beautiful new version of the show, that you can check and see if it's coming to your town. I love that musical. It will just always have a place in my heart. So this was a huge favorite for me this month. Those are all of my October favorites. I know I had a lot this month. I tried to talk as quick as I could, but there was so much goodness this month. I could have talked about tons of other things. I was in a production called The Light in the Piazza. I got to wear the most beautiful costumes ever. It's just been a very full, rich month. So very, very grateful for that. And I hope you guys enjoyed my favorites. So I'll put links to everything down below that I can, of course. And let me know in the comments what your favorites are this month in any category. So guys, thank you so very much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It would really help me know that you enjoy the content here on my channel. And please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. I'll be back at you very soon with a new video. Take care, guys, on the other side of that screen. Bye! Whoa, I have never smelled an essential oil that smells like that. I do not know quite how to describe it. It almost smells like a cross between being in an aquarium and being in a really fragrant, humid Amazonian forest after a rainstorm. How's that for a description?